Today we will be covering the another important aspect of lesson 1.2, that is data security, and inside the data security we will be covering secure views, data governance, which includes column level security, external tokenization, dynamic data masking, row level security, aggregate policies, projections, data lineage, object tagging, compliance, and features of PCI and PIS, and which are the minimum standard editions where these things are supported. This pledged data security video will be very helpful for data architect advanced point of view. Please consider liking the video and sharing this with your friends. The first topic is secure views. Secure views in Snowflake are specialized database objects designed to enhance data privacy and protect sensitive information by restricting access to both the data definition and the underlying table structure. If we talk about the key features, the first key feature is defining masking. Unlike our standard views, the SQL of a secure view is hidden from unauthorized user. Only those roles that owns the view can see its SQL logic using either getDDL or showViews command. Second up is optimization bypass. Snowflake's optimizer skips certain internal optimization for secure views in order to prevent the data exposure via interface attacks or user-defined functions. Third one is mandatory for data sharing. Secure views are very mandatory for data sharing. These are often required when sharing data with external accounts to ensure providers do not expose known shared object or internal metadata with third party. Fourth one is granular control. This includes implementing the row level security or column level security, which we will be covering in few more minutes, using functions like current role or current user to dynamically filter data and maintain the PI of the data. Let's see the secure views in action. I will go to my Snowflake account, and first thing first, I will create a table. I will say create or replace table, and I will name this tables as, let's say, employees. And I will mention three columns, let's say employee ID, and this should be my primary key. And then I will mention employee name and varchar. And the third thing which I will mention is role. Okay. Now I will run this one. Perfect. It ran. Second thing, I will do some inserts into this employee table. For that, I will skip this video. So now I have few insert scripts. I will just run all of these insert scripts one by one. And once these insert scripts run successfully, I will create a secure view on top of this. I will say create or replace secure view, and I will name this as view underscore EMP. And I will say select star from employees. And I want to mention here where my role should be equal to current role. Only display data if the current role is equal to my role inside my employees table. And I will run this one. Perfect. I had created a secure view. It's the very time that I will say select star on this view. And see guys, this secure view only returned me 2 records while I am having 6 records inside my employee table, because inside my secure view definition, I had added a filter of role is equal to current role, and my current role is account admin, and that's why it had shown me the account admin respective data. If I change this role to, let's say, sysadmin, I should be able to see the data which is relevant to sysadmin. See, guys. Similarly, if I change this to user admin, I should be able to see the user admin relevant data. And if I select something else, let's say I select DA analyst, and if I try to run this one, I will be able to see nothing because there is no record mapping to this role. Correct. And if I try to get the DDL of that, I will say get DDL for my view, and I will mention my view name here. I should get the error. And see guys, I am getting the error as view does not exist or not authorized because I am using DE analyst role, and that is not the role by which I had created my view. I have created my view on my admin role. If I click on my account admin role and try to rerun this script, I should be able to see my DDL. But if I'm trying to rerun this with any other role, I am getting the error that you are not authorized to view the DDL for this view. Cool. That's pretty much about views, guys.